welcome to today's class. Hope you're feeling well. And usual recommendation, so if anything doesn't feel right, just don't do it or take any adjustments, any modification that would work for you. So let's start in an easy Tadasana. So place the feet about hip width distance apart and find a softness in the entire body. So the knees are unlocked and insert the rest of the joints, the shoulders, elbows, wrist, the neck, everything is quite soft and relaxed. And let's start by lifting the toes up and spreading the toes wide, and then you take them back, we take them back down to the floor. And we feel the entire soles of the feet firmly placed on the floor, on the mat. And then start coming up on the legs and keep the knees, continue to have the knees soft. So the legs are straight but the knees aren't locked, and so they're slightly bent. And then take the inner thighs and kind of rotate them inwards slightly, so creating some firmness, some compactness in the legs. And then let's just sway a little bit side to side, front to back with the pelvis. Just playing a little bit, moving out of the center place. And then eventually come back to center, and having explored the space around you, find a more balanced, more centered position, placement of the hips and the pelvis. So you feel the entire lower body up to the pelvis supporting you, and it's firmly connected to the ground and coming up from the ground. And then I'll start on the upper body, so start by feeling the chest and the spine coming out of the pelvis, lifting up. Till you get to the shoulders, and you lift the shoulders up and rotate them back a little bit, so you're opening the collarbone, the chest, without flaring out completely. Hands continue to be down by your side, maybe slightly open towards the front, so just to encourage that opening of the chest and the shoulders. And then eventually we get to the head. Feel it that is placed on top of everything, with the chin slightly coming back and tucked, so you feel that you have a long neck that is not either crunching or folding forward. Basically we are in standing Shavasana, so we're standing up just like we would be laying down on the floor. The body is relaxed, the center balanced. And start by taking a scan of what's going on in your surroundings. So using your ears to pick up any sounds, noises, vibrations, anything that is going on. And just as an observer, so without reacting. And then we let the surroundings be, and we shift the focus to our own mind. Noticing what's going on there, but again without reacting, without participating. And we could be seeing images or sounds or colors or echoes of conversations or anything. Just observe it. And then we let the mind continue its own course. And we shift the focus to the breath without changing it, without making it faster, deeper. Just observe the breath, the steadiness of the inhale and exhale. And maybe we notice that as we focus on the breath, our awareness of the present moment is enhanced. We're more in the now. We're less distracted by the surroundings and by the mind. And that cultivation and exploration of the presence in the now is what we do throughout the practice of yoga. We always come back to the breath to guide us through the practice and help us be present. And then we open your eyes. We open the eyes if you had them closed, or just relax the body. And let's just start swaying a little bit side to side, very gently, very softly. Swaying the body, very relaxed and fluid. And you can make the swipes or the circles with your arms as wide as you want. Make sure you're softening the knees as you're swinging from one side to the other. Just find that movement. Waking up a little bit, the body. And just continue. 1 second. Just keep going. And then we come back to stillness slowly. Now start some breathing, some organismic breathing. So always make sure you start with easy Tadasana, mountain pose. The feet are under the hips, the width is apart. And then with an inhale, so start soft first. With an inhale, we lengthen all the joints without stretching. We're just lengthening. Exhale, empty the stomach. We exhale from the belly, soften. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften back. Just continue, follow the breath for the movement, and when you inhale, there is a little bit of a wave coming up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then at the end of the next exhale, we take the hands to the shoulders, and again with an inhale, we extend all the way up. Relax the shoulders, exhale out. And as you're coming down, it's almost like you're slowing down the flow of your hands and arms, and then you pick them up. Again, inhale, you lengthen. Relax the shoulders, exhale, we soften everything. And then inhale, lengthen. And the lengthening, it's a lengthening, it's not a stretching. So there is no stretch on any muscles or anything as we go up. Relax the shoulders, exhale. Inhale. Relax and exhale. Now we're going to add a little bit of a movement to this. Inhale, up, and then as you exhale, we come down to the right side, swing the hands to the left, as you're down, the knees are very soft, and then inhale, we start coming up on the left, we turn to the right, exhale down, swing to the left side, start coming up, inhale, turn, exhale down. Make sure you're bending the knees when you come down, you're softening everything. And then when you come up, so you inhale once your hands in front of the shoulders and inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, you soften down. This is all a long exhale. And then you inhale. Turn around. Inhale. And we're going to reverse it now. So the exhale, we go down on the left side, swing to the right, inhale. And then turn to the left, down, we swing to the right, we roll up. Exhale on the left, and we roll up on the right. And one more. Down and up. Exhale, relax. Now we're going to do the walk around the mat. So if you're not at the top of the mat, we come to the front. So start soft as always, with the knees soft, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, we roll up. Exhale, soften everything, make sure you're softening the knees, and then step the right foot wide so you're facing the long side of the mat. The knees are soft, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, Vinyasa. Exhale, soften, turn the right foot to face the back, the left foot meets the right soft. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften. This time we continue stepping the right foot wide. Alright, with the knees soft, hands to the shoulders, inhale, open. Exhale, we soften, we turn the right foot to face the back, the left meets the right, inhale, we lengthen. And then as we soften, we step the left foot back, we arrive with both knees soft, hands to the shoulders. With an inhale, extend both the legs and the arms, opening up the front of the body. Exhale, we soften. You take the right foot back, meet the left. Inhale, we lengthen here. Exhale, we soften. We step the left foot to the front. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, soften. The right foot meets the left. Arrive soft. Inhale, lengthen up. Then we go to the left side. So as we soften, we step the left foot wide. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften. Turn the left foot to face the front. The right meets the left. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften. The left foot opens wide again. Inhale, open. Exhale, we soften. The left foot faces the front. The right meets the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Step the right foot back. Continue to face the front with the chest and the hips, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, soften. Pressing to the floor with the left foot, so it steps back. And then inhale, lengthen here. Softening, we step the right foot to the front. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften. The left foot meets the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Take the hands in prayer pose. And just listen for a second to the body, the breath. And then we open the eyes and release the arms down. I want to start with our sun salutation. So always remember, be very fluid in the transitions. in the movements rather. And always inhale to open in the asana, exhale to relax out, inhale to lengthen, exhale to relax. So, let's start soft, inhale we lengthen, exhale we soften, take hands down in front of the feet, inhale we lengthen here, exhale soften, step the left foot back, the hips go back, inhale lengthen here to crescent lunge. Sorry, low lunge. Exhale back a little bit, inhale lengthen, and then plant the hands and step the right foot back to meet the left. Right with the knees and elbows soft, and then inhale lengthen here. And then, excuse me, as you soften, bend the elbows, the knees come to the floor, untuck the toes, we come all the way down. Tuck the tail, lift the belly, inhale, roll up into cobra. You can be down in low cobra if you want as well with the elbows bent. And then exhale, come back down, tuck the toes, come up into all four, lift the knees, bend the elbows, inhale, downward facing dog. Spend a breath or two here. So make sure all 10 fingers are firmly pressing into the floor. You're pushing the floor away with your hands when you come into the dog. And then use the breath. Exhale, you soften. Inhale, lengthen into the dog. And then as you soften, you step the left foot to the front. Between the hands, the hips go back. Inhale, lengthen here into downward, into low lunge. Exhale, inhale. And then as you soften back, the right foot meets the left. We stay low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And then roll up. Inhale. Exhale. And then again, inhale, we're leading with the other leg now. Exhale, down. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften. Step the right foot back. The hips go back. Inhale, lengthen here. Very long. Place the hands. Soften. Left foot steps back. And again, we arrive with the elbows and knees soft. And then with an inhale, we extend into downward facing dog. Exhale, soften, knees to the floor, bend the elbows, untuck the toes, we come all the way down. And then lift the, tuck the tail, lift the belly, inhale, roll up, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, roll back down, tuck the toes, come up into all four, lift the knees, bend the elbows, and then inhale, downward facing dog. And then as we soften, we step the right foot to the front, the hips travel back, inhale, lengthen here. Exhale back, inhale. Always feel the entire body lengthening at the same time. And then exhale back, step the left foot to the front. Arrive soft with the knees very bent. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, soften, roll up. Inhale, exhale. And then again, inhale, we lengthen, exhale, down, inhale, lengthen, exhale, soften, this time step the left foot back, and the left knee goes to the floor, and then start rolling up, inhale, forward, Exhale, release the hands down. And then step the right foot all the way back and up. And then exhale, soften the elbows, come down, forward. And then inhale, roll up, upward facing dog. Or you can still be into your cobra. Then pelvis, hips and legs down. And then exhale, soften. And with an inhale, push back into downward facing dog. And then as we soften, we step the left foot to the front. We drop the right knee down. Roll back, inhale up. Exhale down. And then lift the right knee. Let's step the right foot to the front. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, we soften. And then we roll up. Inhale. Exhale down. Then the same thing, leading with the right leg. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Step the right foot back. Right knee to the floor. The hips come back. And we roll up. Spend a couple of breaths here. Just opening the front of the body with an inhale. And then exhale, we soften. Hands to the floor, lift the right knee. And this time the left leg is going to slide all the way back and up. For three-legged dog. Exhale, we slide forward, bending the elbows. Make sure the elbows are coming in towards the midline. And then flip over the toes. Inhale, roll up, upward facing. Exhale. Roll back and with an inhale, downward facing dog. We'll spend a couple of breaths here. Lengthening into the dog. With each inhale. And just feel the entire body, the back of the body lengthening here. So imagine a whole line that goes from the heel, the back of your leg, the glutes, your back, coming down your arms. And that's the entire back line. It's called a superficial back line. That's how it's called in anatomy trains, that we're lengthening here. And then as you soften, step the right foot to the front. The left knee comes down to the floor. And then we just slowly roll up. And then inhale, lengthen the front of the body. Opening up the front. Exhale, soften, hands down. Lift the left knee. And then stay low and step the left foot to the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring the hands in prayer pose. Let's close our eyes. Just listen to the body for a second. So in Anukalana, we focus on lengthening the entire body. Every time we come into an asana or even we do a sequence or whatever, it's always the entire body that is participating. So rather than thinking of individual muscles, just think of those big lines, and I'll talk more about this, that go through our body from the bottom to the top. There could be front line, side line, back lines, there could be deep core lines, and this is what we're lengthening every time that we come in different asanas, extending on the front, the back or the side. And this involves everything, the muscle, the fascias, all the systems are into the body. And there is an argument where we're lengthening or just sliding, gliding one thing over the other, because I don't know if the muscles can actually be lengthened, but anyway, so think about in terms of that when you, those lines, when we go through the practice, and I'll refer to them. And then open the eyes, release the arms down. And again, let's come to the front of the mat. And let's find chair pose. So an inhale, come down into chair. And then soften, take the hands back to the shoulders, and then extend the arms forward and see if you can find a lower chair so you can drop the hips closer to the floor. And if you need to stay up, whatever works for you. Just waking up the legs a little bit. And then as you exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, lengthen in forward. And then as you soften, step the left foot back. And then the right to meet the left. Inhale into the dog. And then soften the elbows, come forward and down, flip over on the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, we soften back. Inhale back into downward facing. And then soften everything. You step the right foot between the hands. Drop the left heel down. Roll up. Be center when you come up. Both knees are soft, hands to the shoulders. And first extend the front of the body. So again, think about in terms of this superficial front line that comes up the front, and that's what we're extending. And then exhale, we soften. We're going to come into warrior one. So bend the front knee, extend the back leg. Inhale. So as you exhale, soften both knees to relax. Inhale, back into the warrior one. Spend a couple of breaths here. And exhale, soften. Hands down, pivot on the left toe, step the right foot all the way back and up. Long. Exhale, soften. Come forward and down, flip over on the toes. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back. Flip over on the toes. Inhale, downward facing. Then as you soften, we step the left foot to the front, between the hands, drop the right heel down, come up. Knees are soft, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. And then soften. We come into warrior one on this side. Adjust the feet if you need to before you come into it. And then inhale, you drop into the warrior one. Make sure that the knee doesn't go past the ankle. And the back leg is extended. And exhale, inhale. So chest and hips continue to square towards the front. And then exhale, we soften. Take the hands down. Pivot on the toes of the left foot, and then slide the left leg back and up. And then exhale, soften, bend the elbows, come forward and down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, downward facing dog. Spend a couple of breaths in the dog. So use the exhale to soften everything, the elbows, the knees. And then inhale, lengthen into the dog. Running the space. And again, think of that back line of your body that you're lengthening. And as you soften, bend the elbows, soften the knees, step or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen here. And then soften, come back into chair pose. And then maybe chair pose with the hands forward. Come a little deeper. And then press the feet into the floor. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, hands to prayer pose. And close your eyes. And let the body absorb the practice, the movement. And then open your eyes and release the arms down. So we're going to do a relatively long sequence today. And I just placed the blanket here because I scratched my knee. Nothing to do with yoga, so before. And so I need some softness under my knees. And you can have a blanket as well if you need softness. Obviously, you're going to always double the mat. So we're going to do build a long sequence today, involving a lot of different types of asanas, and which I think is going to be fun and going to open the body in a lot of different directions. So we're going to start in the top of the mat, soft, and then with an inhale we're going to extend up. And we're going to start finding one-legged chair. So we're going to take standing on the right leg, taking the left ankle over the right. I'm going to come down into the one-legged chair. If that is not available to you, you can do regular chair as well. Otherwise we find one-legged chair. And then exhale, we take the arms forward. See if we can go a little deeper. And as we soften, we step the left foot back. Arrive soft here. Inhale, again we lengthen the front to extend the legs, arms back where we were. Spend a few breaths here. So the chest and hips square into the front. And then we soften. You want to pivot on the toes of the back foot. Start with the hips center. And then inhale, lengthen forward, bend the front knee, extend the back leg. We're coming into crescent lunge. And then exhale, relax out, adjust the feet. Like me, if you need more space, inhale, lengthen. So we're bending deeply into the front leg. The right knee is perpendicular to the right ankle. The back leg is extended. Now try to drop down with the pelvis. Exhale. Inhale. And I soften out. I drop the left heel to the floor. Adjust the feet a little bit so I can open the chest and the pelvis to the long line of the mat. Right hand to the shoulder. Inhale, I lengthen to open the side of the waist, this long line here. So I'm not collapsing here, I'm lengthening this side. Spend a few breaths here. Exhale, you soften. Inhale, you lengthen. And then as we soften, we're releasing both knees. I'm still centered with the pelvis. I take the hands to the shoulders. I'm going to open into warrior two. So I'm going to inhale, lengthen into warrior two. So I'm bending the front knee, always making sure that the knee doesn't go past the ankle. I'm extending the back leg. And I'm still focusing on squaring the chest and the pelvis, having it open to the side, the long side of the mat. Shoulders are perpendicular over the hips, and the gaze is over the right fingertips. You spend a few breaths here. Use the breath, exhale, you soften out. Inhale, you come into, and even if you're holding it, you decide to stay still, have micro movements in and out. And as you exhale out, you soften. Forearm, the right forearm on the right knee, on the right thigh, inhale, lengthen here. Ardha Konasana. Exhale, soft. Lengthen. You can drop the right hand down if you want. Just make sure you're continuing to open to the long side and focusing on the extension of this long lateral line. And then we soften. Maybe you shorten the stand a little bit. The right hand can come on the ankle or the shin. We're going to open into triangle pose, so extending both legs. And again, continue to work on having the pelvis and the chest open to the long side of the mat. And then exhale, we soften, we parallel the feet, hands under the shoulders, inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, soften everything, the knees, the elbows, relax the head. Inhale, we lengthen. So when you're lengthening, the chest is coming forward, the head is going long towards the front, the side you're facing, and the hips are pushing back, so you're creating a lengthen into the back. And then exhale, soften the knees, start coming up, hands to the shoulders, arrive with the knees soft, inhale, Suryasana. And then we soften, we transition on eagle pose, standing on the right leg, so the left over right, left leg over right, left arm over right arm. So in transition here, you find the lock, maybe you find a double bind, maybe not. The elbows come all the way up to the shoulders, and you come down. Just a couple of breaths here. And then exhale, we soften. Again, opening Suryasana. And then turn the legs, the pelvis to face again the front, and we drop the left knee down. Take the right foot a little bit in front. Inhale, open here. Couple of breaths here, opening the chest. And then exhale, we release down. Find the hands, extend the right leg forward. Take the hips slightly back, inhale, lengthen over the right leg. Make sure that the foot is entirely on the floor. So if you need to keep this leg bent, the right leg, do that. But keep that foot entirely on the floor. Just lengthening here. So we're lengthening forward rather than closing down. And then soften out. So you're going to come back and you're going to find with your left hand either the left heel, or if you want you can tuck the left toes, or you want to find the left calf, or you're going to be here on the hamstring or maybe on the hips. We're going to come into, let's call it half Ustrasana, half camel. So we're going to open like this, extending the front leg. And the chest and the hips continue to face the ceiling. And use the breath here to open up, lengthen. So again, you can be here, you can be here, you can be up here, whatever works for you. Then exhale, we soften out. Place the hands down. Tuck the left toes. Take the right foot in a little bit. Lift the left knee off the floor. Inhale, lengthen forward into your low lunge. And then as you exhale back, you turn the right foot out a little bit. You're softening the left knee. Left hand to the floor. Inhale, twist to the right side. So the left leg is elevated. The hip is dropping down, the hip. So you're opening here, but it's not collapsing. So you're still supporting it, but you're opening it. And spend a few breaths here. opening here. And then exhale down. Take the hands down, soften everything. And then the right leg all the way back and up, three-legged dog. And then drop the right heel down, opening the right hip. And spend a couple of breaths here. So exhale, softening the elbows in the left knee, inhale, lengthen and open. And then from here, as we soften, we continue to drop down on the left side until the left foot reaches the floor. We're on the ball of the left foot. We turn the chest and the pelvis to face the ceiling. We're right soft. We're going to extend the left leg. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Inhale. We open into the wild thing. A couple of breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we soften. We take the right hand to the floor, so we're turning the chest towards the mat again, and then the right knee slides behind the right wrist. Make sure that the right hip doesn't collapse down to the floor unless the hips stay square. And then bend the elbows, come down. And then inhale, roll up for pigeon. And then we tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, take the right foot, step it back and up. And then softly take the right foot back down, inhale, lengthen into the dog. And then as you soften, you step the left foot behind the left hand, the right foot behind the right, and we come down into Malasana. And if you need to be up, you're up here, whatever works for you. Just dropping the pelvis down towards the floor. And then exhale, we roll up. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to go to the other side. So inhale, we lengthen here. And then we place the right ankle over the left leg. And again, if you need to be on regular chair, you're on your regular chair. Otherwise we start here and maybe we go a little deeper with the hands forward. And as you soften, step the right foot back, drop it down, arrive with the knees soft, inhale, lengthen and open to the front. Long here. And then exhale, soften. Pure on the toes of the right foot. Inhale, forward into your crescent lunge. So be sure the left knee is not past the left ankle. Spend a few breaths here. With the breath, you come in and out. Or again, if you decide to hold, just use micro movements. And I'm going to turn to the other side so I can continue to face you. And then as I soften back, we drop the right heel to the floor. We adjust the feet a little bit so the chest and the pelvis square into a long line. Inhale, we lengthen the left side. Use the breath. So remember, it's always in the breath. It's the breath that leads the movement. With the inhale, we lengthen. With the exhale, I relax the tensions. And even if I'm holding, I use the breath, micro movement. I never build tension in the body to achieve, to reach as far as I can. No, I let the body get there with the breath. It will get there, but it will get there without tensing up. Exhale, relax. Hands to the shoulders. We're going to come into warrior two, so bend in the front, extend in the back leg. Then if I need to adjust, that applies every time. If I need to adjust the feet, I adjust when I'm not in the asana. I come out. Left knee is not past the left ankle. The back leg is extended. The other edge is in contact with the floor. The other edge of the right foot. And then exhale, soften. I place the left forearm on the left thigh. Inhale, I lengthen here. So I focus on extending this side and turning the chest, waist, hips parallel to the long side of the mat. And if I can maintain that by dropping the hand down, I do that. If I notice that I'm closing in, I come back up. My body's not going to be the same every day, so sometimes I might do it, sometimes I don't. Exhale out. I'm going to come into triangle pose. So maybe in my case I need to shorten the stand a little bit. And you do the same, and we extend into triangle pose. And maybe you keep the gaze in front of you rather than turning up towards the right hand. Use the breath. So the exhale, you soften out. Inhale, you come into the triangle. So here in triangle, we're actually extending a lot of lines. There are back lines, extended front lines, part of the front lines. So just notice in your own body, what is there lengthening? And then exhale, soften, parallel the feet, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, soften the knees, soften the elbows, soften the neck. Inhale, lengthen. Soften. Inhale. And then as you soften everything, you start rolling up. And we find Vinyasa, soft and open. And this time is going to be the right over left. So right leg over the left and right arm over the left for eagle on the other side. The elbows come up. Again, maybe you have the double bind, maybe not. You try to come down, lower. Find the point of focus somewhere between your forearms. And then exhale, we soften out, parallel the feet. Inhale, Suryasana again. Then as we soften, we turn to face the front. So the left foot is going to be in front. I'm going to drop the right knee down. And then take the left foot a little bit further to the front. Inhale, open up here. Exhale, soften, hands down. Extend the left leg to the front. Try to keep the soles of the left foot onto the floor. Inhale, lengthen over the left leg. And then then as you soften, come up a little bit, and you find what works for you. And on this side it might be different. Either the heel, or maybe it's the heel by tucking the toes, calf somewhere here, and the hamstring here. The left hand is on the shoulder, and then with an inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening the front of the body. You're facing the ceiling. And exhale, we soften out. Place the left foot onto the floor. Hands down, framing the front foot. Lift the right knee. Inhale, lengthen into your low lunge first. Exhale, soften, turn the left foot out to the side. Bend the right knee to begin with. Left hand to the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen, open. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, we soften out. We take the left leg all the way back and up. And then bend the left knee, drop the left foot behind towards the buttocks and just hanging there, opening the left hip. Couple of breaths here, so you exhale, you soften, you lengthen and open. And again. And then with the exhale, we drop the left foot all the way back on the right side of turning. We stay on the ball of the left foot. We extend the right leg. Inhale, open into the wild thing on this side. Exhale. Inhale. Just spend a couple of breaths here. We're opening the chest, the pelvis towards the ceiling. Exhale, we soften. Chest is parallel to the floor, left hand to the floor, left knee to the chest, and then behind the left wrist. Extend the right leg back. You come down. And then inhale, we pull up into pigeon. Spend a couple of breaths here. So exhale, you soften. Lengthen the chest. Make sure that the hips stay square to the front, so you're not dropping one hip down if it doesn't comfortably reach the floor. The shoulders are away. And then exhale, soften. Place the hands, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Left leg goes back and up again. And then the left foot next to the right. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then as you soften, you step the right foot behind the right hand, left foot behind the left, and down in Malasana. And then press the feet into the floor to lift up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Hands in prayer pose, close your eyes. And then open your eyes, release the arms down. So I'm going to try and do this as a one flow sequence on either side, just once, and then you have the video, and I encourage you again to repeat the sequence with your own breath, because it's really quite nice when you can go through all those asanas one after the other. It becomes almost like a dance. You're opening more and more as you can go through it. So let's come to the front of the mat. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften, chair pose standing on the right. Soften, arms forward. Exhale, soften, step the left foot back. Inhale, open. Exhale, we soften, pivot on the left toes. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, soften back. Open the chest and the pelvis to the long side. Inhale, extend the side, right side. Exhale, soften the knees, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, right forearm on the thigh. Inhale, extend the side angle. Exhale, drop the hand down. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, soften, parallel the feet, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, soften, roll up, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, the sun position, Suryasana. Exhale, soften, eagle standing on the right. So left side on top of the right side. Exhale, back into Suryasana. Soften, turn to face the front again. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, press the lunge with the left knee down. Exhale, extend the right leg forward. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, soften out. Find your preparation or disposition for half Ustrasana. Inhale, half camel. Exhale, come down, plant the hands, lift the left knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, soften, turn the right foot out to the side, the left knee soft. Inhale, twist in the lunge. Exhale, soften, right leg all the way back and up. Open the hip, soften back for, prepare for wild thing. Turning, come on the ball of the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, soften. We're going into pigeon. Right knee to the chest. Right knee behind the right wrist. Exhale, down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, we soften. Tuck the left toes. Take the right leg back and up. Soften down. Inhale, lengthen. Soften, left foot behind. Left hand, right foot. Malasana. Exhale, start rolling up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. And then the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Right ankle over the left leg. Inhale, down, soft, forward. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale. Soften, pivot on the right toes. Inhale, press a lunge. Exhale, back, drop the right foot back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, soften, raise the right forearm. Inhale, extend. Soften, triangle pose. Exhale, we soften, parallel the feet, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften, roll up. Inhale, Suryasana. Exhale, we soften, take the right side over the left for eagle, standing on the left, so the right arms back into Suvyasana. Soften, turn to face the front, drop the right knee to the floor. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, we soften, extend the left leg. Exhale, soften, make sure the left foot stays on the floor. Find your space for half camel. Exhale, we soften, come out, take the left foot back in a little bit, tuck the right toes, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften back, turn the left foot out, inhale. Exhale, soften, slide the left foot back and up, and then open the hip. And then soften, the left foot drops back. Prepare for the wild thing, so the toes hold on the left foot. Extend the right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Take the left knee to the chest, and then behind the left wrist. Slide back. Come down. Inhale, roll up. Couple of breaths here. Exhale, soften. Lift the right knee. Slide the left leg back and up. Exhale, down. Inhale, dog. And then exhale, come down on your heels. Your knees. And rest the hips on the heels. Hands on your thighs, close your eyes. And just feel the effect of the practice on the body. And then come up into all four first. Just take some movements on the spine, the hips, the shoulders. And then again, sit back and drop the hips down to one side and come seated. And the legs extended in front of you. The knees are very soft to begin with, hands to the shoulders. Inhale, we lengthen here. Exhale, soften everything, and then inhale, lengthen forward. So focusing on lengthening forward towards the feet rather than dropping down. Exhale, we roll back up. And then we take the left foot inside the right. And same thing, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen over the right leg. And again, focus on lengthening towards the right foot rather than dropping down towards the right knee. Exhale, we soften out. We change the legs. So now it's the right inside the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen over the left leg. And then extend both legs out, come down on your back, and hug the knees to the chest. Maybe massage the lower back a little bit side to side. And then we find happy baby. And exhale, soften, feet come back to the floor. And then take the right ankle over the left knee, figure 4, so a little below the left knee. And then take the left knee, the left leg towards the chest and hug behind the left thigh. Exhale, soften out, uncross the legs, cross the other way, take the right towards the chest, and just hold it here for a couple of breaths. Make sure both feet are flexed, that's more to protect the knees. Then exhale, soften down, uncross the legs, hug the knees once more. And then if you have something to place under the hips, like a blanket or a block, go ahead and do that. And then just take the feet up towards the foot ceiling. Like this. Knees over the hips and then extend the feet up. Just feel the blood, the fluids going back. We've done a lot of standing poses today, so and then bend the knees and the feet come back to the floor. And then if you have anything under the hips, or you can keep it there, we're going into Shavasana. If you want to have Shavasana with something under the sacrum so you can continue to open the front of the hips, you can do that. Otherwise just find excuse me, regular Shavasana. You're releasing the entire body to gravity. Just observe the effect that the practice had on your body. I know we started standing and now we're laying down, but just see if you notice any difference. And I encourage you to look at the practice of Anukalana with all the movement as also a way of expressing yourself, expressing the emotions that you might be holding up. So it's a release of physical tensions, but often that can result in a release of other tensions that we're holding in. And so that effect is not just a physical effect, but it could be an emotional effect as well. just like we are with the physical release, we should also be with the emotional release, whatever that is. Don't suppress it, just like you wouldn't suppress the physical release. Because just the way of expressing what you're holding inside. Start deepening your breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Bend the knees, plant your feet. Notice which nostril is more open. Roll the body to that side. And then use the hands to help you come up seated, facing the front. Keep the eyes closed and find a comfortable seat. You bring the hands together, the center of the chest in prayer pose. Bow your head. And find the breath. The breath is always there. It's what we find at the beginning of practice. It guides us throughout the practice, and we reconnect to it at the end of the practice. It's what enables us to be present. And it's always there. So anytime you want to practice yoga, just find the breath. Namaste. Thank you.